Welcome, everyone, to the L7C Podcast Superhero Edition. Today, we are going to be talking about Daredevil Born Again and our thoughts on the series and things going forward. We have the captain with us of the L7C, Byron Mitchell. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, doing good. Can't complain.
And for the first time ever on a superhero podcast, the EVP of the L7C, Justin Ackendell. Welcome to the superhero portions of the podcast.
Hello! Glad to have you, man.
Oh my God. I don't think you guys understand how excited I am for this podcast. Oh my goodness. Since I saw Daredevil versus not Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine, and I had my free trial to Marvel Unlimited, and I was reading shit on there, and then when I figured out Daredevil was on that bitch and I started reading him, he took my heart. He took my heart.
Dude,
I fucking love this man.
You just took the first question. I was gonna, because people don't know, like, you just really have dived into it these past couple of months. What made you click on Daredevil?
Man, I don't even. It's everything, man. The shit he be going through, his villains, his bitch problems, man. Like this nigga Daredevil be going through it.
So yeah, man, Justin has become and when you talk about diving, we're talking about this man has read 12 years worth of Daredevil material in the past couple of months.
I read from Bendis to whoever the new nigga is now. From there till there, damn near every single thing.
So he is plugged into the Daredevil sphere. So we had to get him on his first ever superhero pod, because now that he's been plugged into the comics for Daredevil, he's watched the Netflix shows and he's watched the new ones. So now he sees some of the things that comic fans bitch about. So we definitely want to hear from a new person's perspective to the world and all this stuff. But let's just start it off. Justin, what did you think about this Daredevil Born Again series?
Man, it was all right for the most part. It was all right. I mean, some of the fight scenes were cool. I thought the overall story was lacking. Once I did some research on these fucking internet streets and figured out that it suffered from a bunch of reshoots originally. Like they were planning to do this shit during COVID. The original niggas got fired. They ain't want to use none of the shit from the old show. Then they got some new niggas in. Writer's strike happened. They had to like piece together new shit and old shit. So with all that going on, it kind of makes sense of how the narrative was kind of clunky. But let's just be real. I was just so happy to see my nigga Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I low key didn't care for the most part, but there are some issues I did have with some of the narratives and some of the shit that was going on in the show, definitely.
Okay. Byron, what did you think of the series before we go back to what Justin's issues were as a Daredevil expert?
I was so fucking excited to have Daredevil back on my screen after I forget how many years since the Netflix show ended. But man, it was good to see Charlie Cox back. It was good to see Vincent D'Onofrio back as a Kingpin. Of course, Punisher doing Punisher things. It was great to see them all back, man. I enjoyed it from the first episode to the last episode. Definitely excited for season 2 from the way season 1 ended. So yeah, I'm glad we're back with Daredevil.
You talked about the gap. Daredevil season 3 ended in 2018, and this came out in 2025.
So 7-year gap.
So, Justin, let's start with the things you liked before the in story parts. What were some of the top things you liked in this series?
Let's see. I love that first fight against Bullseye in the first episode. That shit was absolute heat. Fucking the Kingpin. Anything involving the Kingpin. That, like, what's his name? Vincent D'Onofrio. Whatever his name is.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. I'm just gonna call him Big Vince. Big Vince be out there. He be acting his ass off. Love that part. I love Muse's design. Not sure how I feel about how they introduced him or some of the backstory, but I do like they got the design of the Muse picture perfect. And then I did fuck with that last episode.
Fair enough. Byron, what were some of your top things that you liked?
I definitely love that first fight between Daredevil and Bullseye. They were really throwing them bitches. Love to see that. That part where Kingpin kills that cop commissioner. I didn't know they were about to go as brutal as they did when he literally ripped that nigga's face off. So that was crazy. I like the part where Kingpin was fighting Adam. He really said, "If you want your freedom, you got to come take it." That was hard. Um, the Punisher fight scene in the last episode, him teaming up with Daredevil, amazing. I did got a shout out. I like that they did bring Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel's dad in one episode, season 5, so that was good. With them talking with Matt about Kamala Khan and how she's a superhero, so I like that part. I did like Muse's design as well. Yeah, so those are some of the favorite things from this season.
I really don't have much to add. I like all the same little things. I mean, that first episode, that conversation that Matt and Frank had, bro, like episode 5 or something like
4.
that. 4, where he just told me, he's like, man, I'm not here for your superhero bullshit. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, the Punisher.
I was telling Matt to say Foggy's name. Say his name. I was like, come on, just do it, Matt.
My nigga Frank
It's your
Castle be sick
boy.
of this nigga, bro. Like, quit slap digging around and put the fucking suit back on. Like, goddamn. It took it to your bitch about to die to put that suit back on. Like, come
Thanks.
on.
Oh, man. Anytime Frank was on the screen, bro, that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man really showed up, barrel load, and started busting people in their head, bro. I was like, whoa.
I was
Yes,
say took out his fucking bam boys in the last episode. I was like, yes, fuck these niggas, bro.
Oh no, he was killing it. He's also getting a continuation off this show. That's supposed to come out this year.
I don't know if it's this year.
This year or early next year, but he's getting a television special. It's based off of the credit scene of him about to break out of that shit and start killing all those people. So he's getting his own shit as well. Justin, what issues did you have with the series?
Oh man. Let's see. Killing off Foggy in the first episode. I wasn't the hugest fan of that, just from like reading so much Daredevil comics. Like doing a whole season without Foggy is really crazy. Like that's where some of the main plots of the comic in some stories be happening. It'd be centered around Foggy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I really didn't like Heather Glenn, to be honest. I thought they could have, stayed comic accurate. You going to introduce Christian McDuffie into the show? Like, why not have? They could have just done what was in the comic, where she was like on his ass saying like, "I know you're Daredevil. I know you Daredevil," and then they finally like get together and shit. I don't know why they didn't explore that more instead of bringing Heather Glenn up in there. Like, I didn't really like that. Let's see. Muse, just how he like kind of popped up and wasn't like. I thought they could have done more with Muse as a villain. Like, his arc was really quick for me. The fight in Heather's office was fire. Like, that fight was good, and Heather killing her was good. But I just thought they could have done more with Muse. Let's see what else. Oh man, I'm sure some other shit will pop up to me, but those are my main issues, honestly. Foggy dying, how they use Muse, and then Matt's relationship with Heather and Kristen. I thought they could do it. Oh, and also how they did my nigga Cold North dirty. Like, totally not a real depiction of how he is displayed in the comics at all. Him being instantly like on the Kingpin side was crazy. Like killing niggas in the show. Like, that is not like comic accurate of Cold North, and I really do not understand like why in the show they had to go in that type of direction with him. Like, it was very unnecessary, and what was written by Chip Zdarsky was better.
Yeah, to get Byron hip real quick for comparison, like the officer that Justin is talking about and the Daredevil thing, he's more a Jim Gordon type.
Yes.
Are you talking about the one he ripped the guy's face off? Or the
black dude who killed White Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Which he's a Jim Gordon type. Like he is not. So I know that pissed a lot of people off. Like
in the comic, he was coming in. He was like there to like clean up the police. He was there to clean this shit up. Yeah. And in the show, they have him just another dirty cop.
Yeah, Black Jim Gordon.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, so that pissed people off. And then the Muse thing, that pissed a lot of people off because if you actually read, like, he's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's like, which they kind of got that right. Like, him just going off the rails like that against Heather, like, is crazy, but like, nah, this nigga is really like crazy. And like, that shit could definitely been explored.
Yeah.
Way more than what they did in Born Again.
Yeah. I know people are really mad about him because he should have a whole arc instead of like 3 episodes or however long he was there.
It was like 2. Like it was so quick.
Yeah, it was like 6 and 7. Were his episodes. I really thought he was actually going to be a bigger villain from the way the trailer was depicting him. I also thought White Tiger was going to have a bigger part.
They hoed him
in this season as well.
Him.
Yeah, they didn't have to shoot man in like episode number 3, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know people were pissed about that. But what were some things you were like about during the show?
Pretty much, like I said, I thought those 2 characters would have bigger parts. Also, thought Foggy would be in the whole season, and then like after he died, they said, "Oh, Foggy's coming back in season 2." I'm so like, is he alive? Are they doing flashbacks for season 2? We'll see.
Any other things, Byron?
No, just those 3 things.
Yeah, I think because now that Justin's he's dipping his toe really in the space, and obviously you have the experience from like the manga to show stuff when you read the mangas. Now you see why people really bitch in the comic world when something is not comic accurate.
It's so crazy because I come from the world of manga to fucking anime. Like how the Japanese do it, they have their anime to get you to the manga, and when they adapt that shit, it's what the manga is like. When it is filler, it's totally like different, and you watch it, you could feel like it don't got nothing to do with the story. But with these fucking Marvel shows, they just be they'll pick a character here, throw them in there, and it's just a name. It's not necessarily representative of like how they were written in the comic they're trying to adapt, and it just makes no sense. Like it blows my mind. Like it makes no sense to me. They have all fucking goddamn 60 years of fucking Marvel comics to like choose from. Like this stuff is good shit. Like they have good shit written down on the paper, and you have these fucking showrunners and these goddamn directors and shit just doing their own thing with it. Like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be based off. It's the series name referenced Born Again, the 1986 storyline from the legendary Frank Miller.
Had nothing to do with fucking Born Again. Nothing. Not at all.
And then obviously like the Mayor Fist runs and all of that, him doing martial law and all that. My biggest problem with this season is like, buddy doing martial law and the vigilantes in New York and no one's pulling up.
Martin, talk about this, bro. They're on their own separate shit.
Editing superhero podcasts throughout the years. This is always your fucking
every thing. Time.
Like this shit be going down in New York. It's Marvel. All the heroes are in fucking New York, and shit be going down, and no one ever pops up.
I'm not even talking about the big boys. I'm talking about the street level heroes. The street ones, the ones who don't get the call during the portal scene in Avengers Endgame. Those people. Bro, come on.
Like Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Oh my
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, thank you.
This man Daredevil said we need a
Moon Knight.
This man Daredevil said we need an army. And that was the most trash-ass army. Man, come on now.
I feel like they're going to get more, because those are just like regular people. Like, you not going up against dirty cops with regular people, bro. You need, like, some heavy hitters like Jessica Jones.
For spoiler alert, Justin
I don't know.
This.
Dirty cops, Daredevil probably could have took all those niggas for real.
Oh, he could have, but he's not a normal human.
Hey, well, he gets some gunshots. That man go down too now.
That's true.
He ain't got body armor like that now. But spoiler alerts for people who don't know, because Justin knows, like, Luke Cage needs to be in season 2, because people don't know. Luke Cage is the one who's supposed to be mayor after they take down Fisk.
Yes.
So he has to be in the next season.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a fucking spoiler alert because shit, we don't even know they're gonna adapt it.
That's
true.
facts. That's facts.
If you don't know where they're going with Fisk doing martial law is the devil reign of it.
Yep.
That's what it is. And then at the end of that shit, Luke Cage ends up becoming the mayor of New York. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to go down that route. We'll see, but I definitely think season 2 with the direction of one person producing this shit instead of how this season came together. I think it'll be a little less clunky, less clunky of a show once season 2 ends up coming around.
Yeah, because they're not. There's no breaks. It's coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
They're already about to be in there filming, doing all that jazz. We'll see trailers promotion like late at the end of this year, and it'll be out again in March. But they need to do so. They need to bring them street heroes, bro, because Spider-Man's name was getting dragged across the mud. Obviously, there's more legal reasons why he couldn't be on, but everyone else there was no excuse.
No, I agree.
Oh, Disney ain't allowed to use Spider-Man in shows?
Yes.
No, it came out like after we did our last podcast that like they don't have TV rights to put Spider-Man in the TV shows.
But he could be in the movies.
But Disney Plus just did animated shit with Spider-Man.
Yeah, yes. With Daredevil.
That don't make no sense.
With Daredevil
Let me see if I can find the tweet.
with Charlie Cox voicing that Daredevil.
In the animated shit, My Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, right?
Yep. Charlie Cox was Daredevil. He was the voice of him. Yep.
So they can do animated but not live action. What the fuck kind of contract?
Bro, this superhero contract game is crazy.
Like, yeah, I definitely knew, 20 years ago, like, Sony had those fucking Spider-Man rights. Mm-hmm. Like, that makes sense. But, like, now, I know Marvel's done Spider-Man movies. He can only be in movies and not TV. I don't see Sony coming out with no fucking Spider-Man TV show. So I don't understand, like, just because you got that right, you don't let Disney make a show if they got an idea to make the show. Or if they do want to make a show with Spider-Man, just cut Sony in on the bread. Like,
yeah, well, every time, if you pay attention, anytime you watch a single Spider-Man movie, they'll always say in partnership with Sony.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they are cutting. They are cutting. So Disney being cheap there.
Yeah, so it came out February 24th from Screen Time. So Marvel exec Brad Winderbaum confirmed Spider-Man can't appear in Disney Plus live action shows. The Sony have long-term television rights. He can do like 30-minute animation. So that's why he was able to be in the Spider-Man show and not any live action TV shows.
Bro, this contract should be... See, now you know, man, these contracts and rights and the superhero thing is crazy.
Yeah, it's like a whole nother language to learn. It's just like sports contracts.
Like, no, it's really wild, man, because again, like, Matt and them... Well, Matt technically came back in He came back in the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home, in 2021, and then he was in She-Hulk. That's another... No She-Hulk? Come on now. You were literally just smacking that girl in her own show. And you can't, and she,
yeah.
That's probably your strongest ally.
Probably.
You would have been better love interest than fucking Heather Glenn, I'll tell you that.
Man, yeah.
Heather Glenn was pissing me off. You over here being the therapist for the Kingpin and Matt telling you, hey, bro, Wilson Fix, I don't know about this, but like, I know this man. This nigga is not shit. Quit fucking with him. She didn't want to listen. She didn't want to listen. She deserved. That's why you almost killed your dumb ass.
Now she like the head of his like... I forgot what the title he gave her. I'm like, damn, Heather.
Yeah, she in the cabinet now. She a fucking snake.
Snake. Turn. Oh, man, what'd you think about Matt taking that shot for Kingpin? Punisher's like, bro, why'd you take that shot? He's like, man, I don't know.
I was asking the same thing. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know
even have
you're a hero
for him.
But goddamn, bro. What's your enemy?
Like the one nigga that you should be killing And it wouldn't have been your fault either. Like you would have been able to go to fuck. You would have been able to go to fucking confession and like not have to confess murder and shit. You had your shot and you was like, you take the bullet for him. Crazy.
Man.
Right. And then Kingpin said, hey, he in the hospital. Am I supposed to just go ahead and kill him? Like, come on, bro. This man just saved your life.
After Matt Murdock, just like Karen said, she's like, man, he went after Matt Murdock, not Daredevil, in the broad daylight.
Right.
It's like, man, bro, talking about man, you brought up Bullseye. This man Matt really threw that normal ass human off a building in the first episode. Like,
he said, you kill Foggy, you gotta go.
and the fact that this man was laughing before he got tossed off. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah,
That's
Bullseye
psychotic,
man. Bullseye got some issues up in the head for real.
Bro, but when he locked in, he start killing these people.
Right. He really killed that nurse with his tooth, bro. I'm like, damn.
Hey man, he don't miss. He don't miss. He don't even need this. He don't even need the pistol, which is crazy. He don't need a pistol to kill you.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, that buddy is they crazy.
Can we just talk about that scene for a quick? I'm like, why is he not handcuffed? Why is his hands free? Dumbasses.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if you really think about some of the shit, like use like actual logic, you'd be like, what the fuck?
They gonna need some help, man. They gonna need some help. You know it's gonna piss me off when Thunderbolts come out in 2 weeks and that shit's in New York. And they act like none of this shit just happened.
You already know, bro.
This man, the whole mayor said, nah, vigilantes, we don't need no Daredevil. We don't need no Punisher. We don't need no man dressing up as a spider. Get them out of here.
White Tiger, you gone.
I have a prediction for Thunderbolts. I feel like at the end of I definitely won't be in New York. I feel like at the end of that shit, Wilson Fisk gonna have those niggas in his under his control. Because in Devil Reign, fucking who was working for Wilson Fisk? The Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact.
So I feel like the shit's gonna be connected to. They're gonna have to connect it to Wilson Fisk somehow.
That man always doing. They ain't ready, Justin. We have the pieces, man. I'm trying to. Well, it will still be a different story. I'm trying to see Daredevil fight U.S. Agent. Everyone knows the comic panel.
Hey, he's in Thunderbolts. I mean, we got him here. We got him here. Let's see it.
I need everyone back, bro. I need Elektra back. I need them all back.
Hey, the actress who plays Elektra said she would come back if Marvel asked.
We already know she hand affiliated, so she can come back whenever she wants. You know how that shit works.
Yeah, with that hand. Yeah. Man, Justin, we got to ask you on here because, man, you're the Daredevil and you brought it up earlier, bro. What's with this man and these girls, man?
I mean, hey, that you a lover boy. What can I say? What can I say? That nigga be falling in love and he be letting these girls, you know, he be letting them die in his care. That's typically how this shit goes. It really hasn't happened in the other than Elektra in season 2, but it hasn't really happened yet in the show yet. So that's what I'm really waiting for. I'm really waiting for someone very close to Matt, other than Foggy, to die and see the crash out. And now that I said that, we really ain't see a Daredevil crash out after Foggy died, because in the comic, if Foggy died, we get a Daredevil crash out. Like, he's about to be going through it.
Yeah, man. And you talked about the original Born Again comic. I was rereading it and rewatching it on YouTube. Bro, like, they left so many stuff out, bro. Like, Fisk blowing up Buddy's apartment because he knew he was...
Like I fucking said, the TV show Daredevil Born Again and Frank Miller's Born Again goddamn 40 years ago. Well, yeah, 40 years ago. That shit is not the same. It's not the same. Like, it is just in name only, because it is not the story. It is not the story. And at some point, Marvel needed to adapt that shit, because that shit, even in 2025, will still go crazy.
Oh,
like,
bro, it really was, bro. Buddy found out.
It's some of It's some of the best Daredevil reading you ever read.
Like that man, those were crap. That man, Fisk was attacking him on all fronts. Every single part, you just walk in blown up, losing your job, getting disbarred, and then they put you in the car, and then they dump this man basically in the New York lake.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get hip.
Nah, that shit crazy.
You never read Born Again, Byron?
That's just part one. That's part one. Like,
oh my god. Oh, damn. Yeah, you need to read that shit. That shit is fucking fire. That's part of the reason why I really started fucking with Daredevil. I read that shit. I was like, whoa.
Whoa. Like, you gotta go through all that shit to be officially born again. That boy was going through it. And then let's talk about the real thing, as Justin has seen the Netflix thing in Byron. Now you can actually hear it from a full throttle. One of the biggest differences, Karen Page.
Oh. Karen Page is alive. Karen Page died in the comics in 1998. And that bitch is still around. That bitch is still around. And goddamn, in the first episode of the TV show, we kill off Foggy and not Karen and keep it comic accurate. And then, even besides keeping it comic accurate, you can do so much more shit with fucking Karen dying as opposed to Foggy. Foggy still being there, can help Matt quote, and he can give like context to the crash out that you won't be seeing after Karen dies. It's so I don't understand why they want to do that. Maybe the actor that plays Karen Page is very well. Oh, I know she's
she a hero. Like for people who ain't hip to the comic, this is their Karen Page, the one in the MCU. She a hero. They ain't hip to the one in the comics. Hey Justin, what she sold Daredevil's secret identity for? For some high starts on drugs.
Excuse me?
Oh no. Byron, yes.
Okay, she sold a Daredevil out for some drugs?
So in Born Again, the comic, fucking Karen is like, first of all, she's out like doing porn, literally. Like she's out like doing porn and shit. And she's like in Mexico, like on like a scene and shit, and like she needs her fix and she don't got no money, and she was like, yeah, I'll give you this information for a hit. And the information was Matt's secret identity. And that shit got back to the Kingpin.
And that's how he started and that's why he started blowing the shit up. See, Kingpin and them, not the story. Kingpin a Batman villain. He a DC villain. Because these Marvel villains, once they find out secret identities, they don't do DC. When you find out someone's secret identity, you start blowing their personal shit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get hip to the comic, man.
Oh, bro, that shit crazy. And then you have some shit too after that where they about to blow shit up. Captain America gotta pull up. Like,
Captain America. Oh, who was the fucking USA nigga fucking shit up before Captain America? What's his fucking name? That nigga was a menace.
Bro, let me get on my Kindle real quick and find this shit, because that shit was really fucking crazy. I was like, Captain America? And he pulled up into the press. He said, hey, y'all gonna have to stop writing. Y'all gonna have to stop being disrespectful toward my friends, bro. Like, he told them people, was like, nah, this ain't the US dream. I was like, huh? Oh yeah, because that was a Daredevil 233 Armageddon.
His name Nuke.
Bro, this man was crazy. Oh my God, Byron, anyone who's watched Born Again, now go read it and you go be like, damn, why didn't they have this shit in here?
Not even the same thing. Like if they would like based it truly off fucking the Born Again comic, that shit would have went so crazy.
Oh yeah, bro, because Byron, the big three had to pull up Iron Man, Thor, in New York.
Oh damn.
Yeah, this big man, he was just pure. I don't know. Damn, this is gonna be ass. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna have to shit. Byron, I'll send it to you. But this man, pure big white dude, USA on the stage, machine gun, killing everybody.
No, super soldier.
Bruh, nah, man. And this man Fish really just be chilling, letting shit burn so he could pick up the pieces.
You know what's crazy in the comic? Fist didn't even like tell everyone. He kept that shit to himself.
Mm-hmm.
He kept that shit to himself.
And the U.S. government really sent this buddy too, bro. That's the shit that be. Yeah, man, y'all need to. And that's just the last part of it too. So
it was like Nuke supposed to be like a pseudo Captain America, like U.S. agent now?
Yeah, he's a super soldier.
yeah, he's just a
He
radicalized.
got that serum in him.
Yeah, he's just radicalized.
Mm.
Yeah, he really about America. Like he's fighting the people to save America. He was in that comic thinking everyone was a terrorist, low key.
Yes. Then I am pull it up. So, start off with Byron. What's your expectation for season 2 for next year?
Ooh, I would like to see more street level heroes like Echo, because Daredevil actually was in the Echo show. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. I know the actor who plays Iron Fist say he wants to come back. I'm sorry, buddy, you can't come back. Like, you did not do good as Iron Fist, man. I'm sorry.
He's not good. He's ass.
Oh, you haven't seen the Iron Fist show, bro? On Netflix?
No,
well, now on Disney Plus?
The streets be telling me some of those Disney Plus shows be ass. It's not worth the time.
Luke Cage was good. Of course, original Daredevil. Jessica Jones was good, but the actor,
the Netflix, the straight Disney Plus ones, not the ones that like were on Netflix, like Jessica Jones, like Luke Cage. That shit. I know Iron Fist was one of the Netflix shows.
Yeah, because they were doing their lead up to their little street level group, the Defenders.
Yeah, Defenders. Yeah,
who's supposed to be that's supposed to be, I guess, what they're going to use in this group, maybe. But yeah, see, because it's
I would like more street level heroes in season 2.
Okay. So what do you want in season 2?
I'm just hoping to get more Daredevil, maybe be more faithful to the event that they're adapting.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little bit more favorable than that, because that Chips Zdarsky shit, like that shit is heralded in the Daredevil community. We all fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the masses will too. So I'm thinking I'm wanting a more honest representation of the comics. More Wilson Fisk being off the rails. I'm ready for them to start mixing. I'm ready, like Byron said, I'm ready for the street level heroes to get up in there and stop Fisk from banning vigilantes. Like, let's go. We need to get this nigga up out the goddamn mayor's office for real.
Justin, my biggest fear is that they're gonna take pieces from, like you said, the Chip stuff from later stuff, and like if Foggy's dead, already jumping from like this super street stuff to, hey Daredevil, you gotta go to hell, go get Foggy back. Like, I hope they don't do something like that.
I don't think they're going to go there just simply off the fact, like, trying to adapt Daredevil literally going to hell on a TV show, like not like animated or like drawn in a comic, like that shit gonna be so expensive. Like I don't think the money gonna work out to try to do some shit like that. I think it's gonna mainly stay street level. I don't think you really see like superhero comics going like too abstract into like fast fantasy worlds like that, unless it's like a movie or some shit.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit would need to be a movie.
Oh, I agree.
If they did want to go that, because the streets didn't really like it when he went to hell, but I fucked with that shit. That shit was hard.
Well, 4 seasons now. Justin, where are you ranking Born Again in your Daredevil?
It's definitely last. Like it ain't better than season 3 the best. Season 3 original Daredevil the best. Then season 1, season 2, and then Born Again. Like that's ordered me. That season 3 was cinema, bro. That shit was. Oh my god, that last scene with Kingpin, Bullseye, and
Daredevil
and Daredevil all in the apartment, bro. Oh, that shit was fucking beautiful.
Byron,
I'm gonna have to agree with Justin, man.
Same order.
Same order.
Okay. I don't know, just me, man. I just fuck with season 2 too much, bro, because the introduction of the Punisher, the introduction of Elektra, the hand warfare, the shit leading into the other shit, man. And any scene Punisher's in, bro, he steals it.
That's true.
Every scene. This man was really putting bullets in people's brains, and you're like, whoa.
I think I have it rated so low because I feel like that's a season of the Punisher instead of Daredevil. To be completely honest.
Fair.
Man, you saw that man in the courtroom. He said, "No, I liked it. No, I loved it."
Man, that is so
literally
memorable,
just
bro.
went off the script. Just didn't do what he was fucking coached to do on that damn stand. Shouldn't have put him on the stand. For real.
Oh man, he said, "Y'all call me the Punisher." You're damn right. I was like, bro. I was like, bro, what? Oh man, but nah. This was fun. This was fun having Justin on a superhero pod for the first time in L7C history. Talk about his man Daredevil. Hey, but Justin sees some other heroes too. Justin's in. He be reading some other comics now. He's plugged into the game.
Yeah, bro, I'm hip. I'm comic wise. I haven't really gotten to like all the fucking shows and goddamn movies and shit. But hey, if it's in the comic book store, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll fuck with it. I'll see what's good.
With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to our Daredevil Born Again review. Man, now we got to get Justin on here some more, talk about some comics he's into. Might have to do a whole other subsection for that. And with that being said, L7C Podcast signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C Podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.